Yo, give me a good video to watch. Nigga, no. Nigga, no. I was trying to watch Mr. Beast, but low key. They're dying now. B, Minecraft is every minority.
With Zisters building in each direction, we were able to very quickly locate another fortress. Now the only dilemma became getting up to it. I'll be right back. Goodbye. This is actually really smart. Look at what Human Mustard has done here. He's created a system of chests so that he can get it back up by repeatedly killing himself. My Zisters were doing great work building the communist utopia. We now had a source of iron, and they had continued the sheep farm, so now we had an infinite source of ramps as well. Even though we had literal tons of Zisters, we still returned to the tradition of heavy overnight casualties. We were communist after all. After making a ton of—
What the fuck is this, bro? What was this there? Oh, guys, he became a Toto? Should I watch this, bro? It looks fake. Can't lie to you, bro. Nigga, clickbaiting, bro. Thought Kai was gonna be there. But low key, yeah. I'll watch this like tomorrow. What streaming needs some nice energy. Trump puts all my days on fucking Canadian because this nigga has done this shit 80 times. Like, goddamn, bro. Like, bro. Nigga, just fuck off already, bro. God damn. She was innocent. But yeah, fuck that nigga, bro. Cuba, stuck in 19. I'm not watching this. I'll watch all these tomorrow, bro.
Today,
yo, nigga, no. I'll watch this tomorrow.
Nocturnal Kent dies of brain aneurysm. I don't know who Nocturnal Kent is, but they're saying this is a looks maxer, guys. You can see here is a photo, latest photo of him literally in ICU. Last pic of Kent in hospital, brain aneurysm in left cleft caused intracranial hemorrhage. So with that said, let's get into this.
I don't fucking understand any of that shit this nigga was chatting about, bro. Nocturnal Kent? Wait, Nocturnal Kent? Isn't that the guy who said Nick? Yo, I remember him and Jodigan or whatever. That's what they used to make videos together. So, and Jodigan got deported in... Okay, let's go on TikTok. Where I don't know if that's him, but I remember they like made ugly pictures of him. Why didn't Gojo do this? Nigga, bro. Nigga's so funny. Nigga, fuck you guys. Okay, Nocturnal. And Joe again. Andrew Janik, yeah, this guy. Yeah, I remember they said nigga and shit, and I remember watching it. Yeah, it's literally him. People were literally made. He was fucking chop shit. They took pictures of him. I took some pictures of him. He looked like some fucking shit that came from a horror movie with bad lighting. Yeah, this shit. I remember watching it the first time I ever saw the androgenic nigga. That was I saw him, both of them. Guy looked like some... That nightmare. Everyone was seeing him was chopped. And I was just confused. Kind of looked chopped, bro. Off steroids, bro. But N-word himself.
Say it to the stream.
Say it. No, you say it. Molecule.
Molecule, not one.
Say it. Molecule.
What do you want me to say?
Finish the line.
What?
Finish the line.
Do you?
Molecule, nigga. Finish the line. Finish it.
What is this?
Finish the line.
Chimping out, bro.
What?
Chimping out. Chimping out.
What? The buzz is there. The buzz is there.
Chat. Not much you can do against that. That was a classic chimp out.
I don't think there's really anything.
This nigga was scared. It's just. I cannot lie to you, bro. I'm scared. You see sudden and nigga. It's okay to be scared sometimes, bro. If I got run down by some random nigga, bro, I'd be scared too. But I don't know. I said, oh, say something you said before. I'm not seeing that shit. You can end up on a t-shirt. And I'm packed up. Getting end up like lunch late. Madness. But yeah, anyways. Oh shit, why am I dissing Mr. Beast shit? But yo, shit, my fault, gang. But anyways, let's see. It looks scared me.
But that's what it is, dude. I guess Androgenics having a bad stream, so we're gonna might talk with him. Wait, do you wanna stop stream?
Holy fuck! Molecule!
Say it to the stream.
Say it. No, you say it. Molecule.
Molecule, not one.
Like, okay.
Say it. Molecule.
No, like, let me see that. Andrew Jenkins said that, or whatever. They said it on stream. Fuck. Well, I don't really give a shit. It is what. Did he make a video on this?
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment. I've made a...
Like, I don't give a shit. Boom. Where's the video? Where's it? Yeah, alright.
Here, this is before he had been
Did he get, like, punched or some shit? Then got knocked the fuck out and boom. Damn.
passed away. Latest photo, literally in ICU. The last pic of Kent in hospital. A brain aneurysm in left cleft caused intracranial hemorrhage.
Okay. So I think
Brain aneurysm, what does that mean? The brain? Anything that has to do with the brain about shit, that's sad. And aneurysm. Yeah, bulb or ballooning, weakening blood vessel in the brain. Most eruptive, cause no symptom. If it ruptures, the presses on there. Wait, okay. A brain aneurysm is a bulge. Damn, bulge. Think got bulge in his brain. No, pause. But yeah. Brain aneurysm is a bulge or ballooning in a weakened blood vessel in the brain. Most ruptured aneurysms cause no symptoms. But if it ruptures and presses on the vessel, on the nerves, it requires immediate medical attention. Key details and resources included. Common signs of a ruptured aneurysm. If an aneurysm leaks or bursts, so does that mean like the blood vessel pops? If it's weakened, does that mean like it gets a hole in it? Whatever. Yeah, probably. Okay. It causes hemorrhage, whatever. Hemorrhagic. I'm just gonna say hemorrhagic stroke. Seek emergency medical care. Immediately call 911 or your local emergency number if you or someone else experiences a sudden, extremely severe headache, often described as worse than the worst headache of your life. Sudden nausea or vomiting, stiff neck. I got stiff neck before. How your neck just go, ugh, and just hurts to tilt. Yeah. What do you call it? Blurred or double vision. What does that mean? Like you can see two of the same thing. So some sensitive to light, fainting or sudden loss of consciousness. I don't think that's ever happened to me, but yeah, let's see.
This is a looks maxer because typically these icons, if you know, you know. Basically, this alludes to the fact that he was in the looks maxing community. A lot of these guys do associate themselves with pages like this. Shout out to Coach Greg.
Coach Greg. And in today's video, unfortunately, one of the most famous looks maxers in the world.
Okay.
No, it isn't clavicular, but he has passed away.
Actually,
As if
let's go.
anyone didn't already tell these individuals that looks maxing is dangerous, but now we have proof. And so perhaps you never heard of
Okay.
this guy. His name is Nocturnal Kent. You would have seen
I've never heard of him before, but the fact that he's associated with androgenic, clearly a looks maxer. This is what this is. This is a very well-known looks maxer. Nocturnal Kent, never heard of him before. But these guys will literally do anything to look better, to increase their PSL rating, and that includes surgeries and injecting anabolic steroids and what do we call it, exogenous hormones.
So perhaps you never heard of this guy. His name is Nocturnal Kent. You would have seen him on Instagram, on Netflix, on various programs where he shares to the world his secrets on how to
Oh
ascend.
shit!
And you just do that for about a few minutes each day on the part of your face where you want the bone to respond and adapt and grow bigger.
So he was a face smasher too, just not, I don't know if he was doing it with metal objects like hammers and, you know, balls of steel, pause. But yeah, clear looks maxing guy associated with these communities. Someone said rest in peace. Yeah, rest in peace to this guy, man. I'm telling you, these young guys, early 20s to mid 20s, man, these people are just going
Now,
too far with this
frankly,
stuff.
he's ascended to heaven. Rest in peace. It's an unfortunate.
What did Coach Greg say?
Frankly, he's ascended.
No, he has I think that's cut across.
To heaven, rest in peace. It's an unfortunate thing.
He ascended to heaven. Wow. Okay.
But we don't want anyone else to follow in his footsteps. As a teenager, he felt like he wasn't
that guy.
enough, that he didn't look good enough, that he didn't have enough of the
Okay.
biceps, the chiseled jawline.
So this was him before the looks maxing. He said it never even began boneless acne, rosacea, meatball. Let's see some.
Bro, you get the African sponge and scrub your shit, bro. Skin's gonna be clear. Just a tough pimple. And
other things. My full transformation, 1.5 year progression. So this was him at one point, and this was him after all his transformations. Another photo, another angle of him at one point when he was younger, and then I mean, so objectively he did increase his looks, but at what cost? You know, you're going too far. I don't.
okay. Yo. If someone says, no, they're from a certain location, and I say, fuck, oh my days. Yeah, I said, say less. Say less. Oh, say less, you. Chat. Remix? Sure. See what you mix. I'm soon.
I don't know what kind of. There's so many surgeries: double saw, jaw surgery, MARPE, injections, paddings, facial fat grafting. All these things you can do, but at what cost? You know. Now, recently, a jury ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role in designing and promoting addictive platforms. And they knew their apps could contribute to anxiety, depression, and body image issues, but did not share those risks while prioritizing profits. And the recent historic verdict underscores the consequences of those decisions. So if you or your child spent years growing up on social media and let's get right.
Jawline, the hollow cheeks, the height, and so on. And so he
This is crazy.
says that he cracked the code.
By the way, he doesn't even look like the same person, right? I'm not making any moral judgments. Do what you want with your body. I'm just saying cost-benefit analysis. You're going to, if it has the potential of killing you, and this took a while to
One guy, Loki, walked up to some homeless lady, decided, oh, let me ask her if I can crack. Give her a paper of basically stick figures. Stick figures. Basically, one was basically bent down, and other one was behind. And she asked, "What do I get? What does she get?" This is actually weird. Actually weird, bro. Like, I don't.
achieve. You're not going to even be here long enough to enjoy the benefits. So why even do it? Why not just stop at a certain point? Why? Because it's body dysmorphia, and people with body dysmorphia never know when to
So
stop.
this guy
Like, curricular. That made him some chalk. Chalk
who
shit now,
had
bro.
800 young men, probably teenagers, following in his
Respected, bro.
footsteps, learn
Bro just went through puberty. You don't always look like Chad at the brother. Going through puberty does not change your. I understand what you're trying to say, but it does not change your entire.
Like real shit, bro. It kind of just changes just a little. You have to work out, do other things. Maybe I slowly get some cornrow dreads. Ooh, I'm gonna look at that. Dread hair right now. But tonight I will be. Oh shit, bro. Bro, like, oh my days. Look, I low-key kind of hate treatment. Look, the last time I ever did my hair, basically blue dry. Is it blow dry? Yeah, blow dry with the brush. My hair was like right there. Somewhere around here. And you can just move it around and shit. Shrink kids, my shit is packed up. It's literally like pouring water on your shit. Actually, if you're white, I don't think that's gonna work the same for you, bro. But to drink his medicine, bro. Or shit is just compressed. It's like using a compressor. Compression. Basically what it is. But yeah, let's continue the video. This is the last one I'm doing, bro. Y'all, please, I'll get on my knees right now. Like, subscribe, share. You know, why am I acting like this is an Instagram thing?
Fucking
But yeah.
like facial geometry to that degree, right? He may have been 15, 16 here, 20 here, within 4.
My nigga, yo, he looked like fucking, you know the nigga from Ed, Ed, and Eddie? Yo, I miss Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Ed, and Eddie. He looked like this nigga, bro. You cannot tell me otherwise. Hey, look, Loki, this feels like bullying. Hey, look, I apologize for bullying you. I'm not even trying to bully. That's not my intention. I'm just whatever. I don't give a shit. Hey, I'm just stating what I see. No, where's that? Okay, Loki, this wouldn't this make people? Wait, is this? No, I already saw it. Where is it? Yeah, wouldn't this make people like wants to do it more because they feel like they were chopped or all this? Yeah, it would. Okay, but self improvement though. What you're doing it as body dysmorphia when you can't get enough. You want to upgrade, then upgrade to the point you're upgradable. Then you terminate yourself. You did tackle. Yeah, upgrade yourself to the point you end up looking fucking like an anime character and you don't look real. You're scary to look at.
4 years. This right here, I'm just because I don't want to set people up for expectations. I'm just gonna go through puberty and then I'm gonna turn into a completely different person. Typically, probably that may happen for certain people, but that is an extreme outlier. It is entirely possible, but I just don't want to set false expectations for the average teen or young person watching this, thinking that this is just gonna magically happen.
He says that he cracked the code. And so this guy who had 800 young men, probably teenagers, following in his footsteps, learning from him, doing the bone smashing, all those ridiculous things, thinking that they too could ascend, If you're a 5 out of 10, you're not a Chad, you're trying to get a girlfriend as you get older. And remember, if you're not 6 feet tall, then what hope do you have? I mean, what could you ever do? And so the trick...
You could probably try getting a friend group. I know he's being satirical and sarcastic here, but literally, dating apps are horrible. It's basically a meat market. I don't recommend dating apps. I think the best...
Hinge, you're basically going to have to shoot your shot, and you're basically throwing your rock into the fucking ocean, bro. Most of the times you're getting rejected. And you high chance you're not even going to get a match. But low-key, I remember... There, some you would get matching. You shoot some diabolical shot. And your high chance you might just get maybe text back. You're not getting anything ever again.
And the most optimal way to get a partner, a girlfriend, a boyfriend in this day and age is literally through friend groups at this point in time. Shared interests and hobbies. Just stay off the apps, man. Honestly, it's a literal meat market.
Is to increase your facial features to get taller. And so, how do you do that? Well, you increase IGF-1 signaling, and you eat a lot of sugar.
Is that what he was doing?
I kid you not. Let's see.
He was I someone who prioritizes bone growth and uses IGF-1 signaling to stay in a growth state. First up is good old OJ, a natural source of fructose, potassium, glucose, amazing. Gotta have my gummies next up. Love these, great source of quick.
I don't know anything about this, but I do know there are certain people who use certain exogenous hormones to induce a state of like high testosterone and other things that can induce more male, what do we call it, sexual dimorphism. I think Clavicular was doing this since he was 14, 15. This is why he was infertile. Sure, it gave him certain looks that he desires, but now he can't even, you know, he can't even start a family.
We have pure white sugar. Of course, you know, I love this. I love munching on it.
Fructose, juice, just plain old apple juice, orange juice, whatever, some gummy bears, and some plain sugar. He claims to be eating at least 400 grams a day of white sugar each and every day. Over 600 calories added to his diet. To do what? To increase the strength of his bones. Last I checked, bones need calcium. Had you ever heard that it needs a ton of sugar?
Is he trying to, is he trying to make himself pre-diabetic? I know getting a certain amount of sugar per day, carbs, and just straight sugars is horrible for your system. But again, the trade-off is to, he's saying this is going to make your face look better. For me, listen, man, I know I eat certain junk food and or sugar. My blood insulin spikes, I start breaking out. So I try to avoid certain things. He's saying this is the cheat code to look like a male model, though. I think this is just a scam. I think it's LARPing. I think these people, what they do is they actually get surgeries. They tell you things that aren't true, but they're trying to sell courses. They're scamming people, and they're putting people's lives in danger in order to make $1. That's the problem. And ironically here, now this guy's RIP, he's dead.
And what do you think happens when most teenagers add in 400 grams of sugar to their diets? What do you think happens?
Right.
Do you think their jaw gets wider, or do you think their bellies get fat?
No, they get fat.
So this is utter insanity. It's bullshit. How could anyone think that adding in juices, some gummy bears, and white sugar is the secret to looks maxing? It's literally every teenager's diet right now. And what do they look like? They look like shit. They look fat. They're out of shape. And so what they need to do...
Fro said, a face for a family that won't exist to see such a face. Literally, the irony is you're trying to get a girlfriend, right? You're trying to increase your PSL rating to get a girlfriend because you feel like that's the only way you can get a girlfriend. Then you get her. Now you can't start a family. How does that make any sense? You're basically infertile. What's wrong with you?
Is reduce their sugar. Start going to the gym, training, lifting weights.
The irony within all of this.
Carbs are not the enemy, and they're actually essential for bone growth.
No, carbs are not the enemy. It's a calorie surplus that's not needed, that is. And so, frankly, if you eat too many calories of anything, it is not good.
So I'm going to assume, so this was like a self-sabotage induced brain aneurysm by consuming way too much sugar. I'm assuming that's what happened. I don't know if there's any science related to that or if he's...
Damn. Yeah. What's your mind wants to...
I'm gonna bring that up, but I'm assuming this is where we're heading, right?
But when it's too many calories of sugar and you're not active, that is even worse. If you just sit around punching your face and bone smash while eating a ton of sugar, it ain't going to do shit to improve your appearance.
I want you guys to know that carbs are not the enemy, and they're actually essential for bone growth.
Insulin-like growth factor.
Okay, so insulin-like growth factor 1, IGF-1 is a primary anabolic hormone that strongly supports bone growth and maintenance, while growth hormone GH drives systemic production in the liver. IGF-1 directly promotes the division and activity of cartilage cells, chondrocytes, and bone-forming cells, osteoblasts. A lot of medical jargon there. I'm not familiar with.
IGF-1 is a IGF-1 growth hormone and so on can increase the size of your bones. Now, however, if you're done growing, if your growth plates have stopped, for example, when I was 13 and I was my full adult height of 5'6", no amount of growth hormone in the world is going to make me any taller. And so if you're already finished growing and you add in IGF-1, you add in growth hormone, it's just going to make your bones thicker and not in a positive way.
Okay, we know that ketogenic diets where there's no carbs cause bone loss and lowered bone density.
So this kid was saying he found the hack to make your maybe your jawline sharper and your, I don't know, your and what do we call it, your zygotes bigger by consuming metric tons of sugar every day. Even if that does hold up in the literature, scientific literature, clearly you're destroying your body by, sugar at that amount. It can make you pre-diabetic, no? And that is destroying your system. Your body can only process so much sugar per day. It's unnatural and it's a poison. You're destroying your teeth. You're destroying your organs, obviously.
From ketogenic diets that have no carbs whatsoever, which cause perhaps bone loss, to then jump and say we need to eat as many carbs as possible. That would be like saying, we know that protein builds muscle because if you don't eat any protein whatsoever, you lose muscle. And so you need to eat 500 grams of protein a day. You see how that logic doesn't make any sense? Once you reach 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, more protein isn't better, it doesn't build more muscle. And so to the same extent,
meaning your body can only absorb so much of a particular nutrient or vitamin daily. So doing more is being flushed out of your system. Now I want to see, what is he talking about here?
Janek, he was on live streams with Clavicular for about a month. Very tall man. He's famous for having the hat and the wig on. Some guy jumped and
another
ripped it off of him.
here.
And so he went to defend him.
So are we just fine with actual bullying now? This community used to be about self-improvement. Now it's a bunch of grown men acting like girls.
The irony of saying that. Listen, do we think this is natural or not? I personally do not think this is natural. I think he had some type of operation or surgery to get this. I don't think, like somebody highlighted in the chat, this was just puberty. I think this is surgery. I think this is surgery. This may be Botox.
What the, bro?
Or something to accentuate even makeup. These guys do a lot of makeup. I don't care what they do. I'm just saying, do what you want to do, but don't lead other people down this dark path of body dysmorphia and potentially, now he's not alive, potentially dying because he's not alive anymore. He's now saying now it's a bunch of grown men acting like girls. I mean, the irony here is crazy.
Making fun of each other in the comments section, photoshopping them to look worse, and now snatching a wig off, just like girls do. Just because androgenic is a looks maxer and streaming in public doesn't give you the right to literally bully him and just like grab something off of him in public.
I mean, just because you're on live stream, you can't go up to somebody and think that it's okay to bully them. Just because you don't like live streamers doesn't mean you get to treat them any way that you want. I mean, it's one thing if they're playing a prank on you, they run up to you and do something and you then defend yourself, hit them, get out of them.
Yo, I feel like I'm talking. How you doing? Yo, I'm doing great, bro. How you doing, bro?
But to just see somebody,
I want to see something.
Did I get the name
his
right?
Instagram page here. I'm not logged in. Let's zoom in right here. Let's see. Well, shit. I gotta log in. Androgenic is saying Nocturnal Kent is alive. What?
Nocturnal Kent is alive.
Top comment here says, I was with my mom in the ICU when she passed. Not once did I think to take a photo of her to post online. Another person said, at least Coach Greg didn't promote the cookbook this time. That's a running meme. Another person said, he is alive. It's a marketing stunt. Another person said, there's no way you said he ascended to heaven unironically. Another person said, this is the only place I'm seeing the news of his death. Not a single other video on YouTube or even a post on Reddit. I gotta say, if this is just a marketing scheme, using your own death, like some Neon shit. Neon back in the day, who faked his death. Neon faked his death just for clout.
8 times, bro.
Yo, bro, Neon, you so like you weird for deleting these videos.
You did it? Wait, you deleted them? Neon, did your manager tell you to do this?
And Neon is dying. Neon's final words, he's gone, rip his little brother, I'm alive. I remember this back in like 19, 18, 20, 20.
I don't God, it was me. I ain't gonna lie, it worked, Neon. Look
Someone said W Indian.
I used that like $1 million each, but it worked, bro. Like on God, it did, bro. God, it was working, and it was working for.
It worked, bro.
That's crazy.
Yo.
And then he had to answer for this. I'm sorry, off topic.
I was like 14. I was falling off. I was like, what do I do, man?
Kill myself.
What the fuck do I do? But I didn't. But that shows how stupid I was. Because how am I supposed to come back after I'm dead?
Right. So hopefully this is not a case of that.
As
right?
I'm seeing him here, this is before he had been passed away. This is genetic. And listen, people, It is both. The answer is these aneurysms can be caused both genetically as well as from using steroids. But it's actually a combination of the two. And so this is what happens. If you
Asena said, I will never understand why people think it's funny faking a tragedy at all. Listen, I don't know. They're saying he had a brain aneurysm. Coach Greg is saying he's dead. I'm familiar with Coach Greg, by the way. I'm not familiar with Nocturnal Kent, but we do now know that he's a looks maxer associated with androgenic, which is another looks maxer associated with clavicular, the king head honcho of the looks maxing community.
Hey, pause this shit. Yeah. You're out here trying to promote me low key. I'm not interested in that, but low key, I could low key refuse people.
At this point in time, so hey, still up in the air.
Poor hand. Your genetics. You have very poor genetics. Perhaps you have higher blood pressure. You have more cholesterol, atherosclerosis, arteriosclerosis, and so on. And if you then abuse steroids, you add on the performance-enhancing drugs, what happens is your blood pressure can go even higher, and it can accelerate all of these problems. And so when you have an aneurysm, that is inside your blood vessels, there's a weakened or a softer spot. Just think of it as like when you blow up a balloon, you have a massive balloon, and sometimes there's a little spot where it sticks out.
We're learning.
Thinking, why isn't it just completely circular? There's a weaker spot. Perhaps you were playing with it, stretching out the balloon. And so with each beat...
Wait a minute. So are... aneurysms like your brain, like parts of your brain bursting? Is that what's actually happening?
The blood pressure, when it's higher, it's causing that part to swell out. Now imagine if that were to rupture. Imagine it explodes.
Well, they're saying that's what's happening to this guy. I want to see, okay. Someone said thousands of people walk around with aneurysms their entire lives and never know they have them. I had the exact type of brain hemorrhage and aneurysm as this guy and survived. In many ways, it's the luck of the draw when it comes to who makes it and who doesn't. I feel incredibly grateful to still be here, okay? Someone said still mogging all of us in his deathbed. That's crazy. Guys, long story short, risk, cost, benefit analysis, risk reward ratio. This looks maxing shit is going way too far, and man, these guys are leading these kids, these young people down a very dark path. I just gotta say. So shout out to Coach Greg for that. Craig Doucette.
Okay, low key, GG's, bro.
Will Evelyn's boyfriend Javier be willing to cheat on her?
Half of me is like, no, he would never. And the other side of me is like, no, girl, like, come on. Like, the red flags are there.
To help Evelyn get some
peace. Okay, that's kind of a shitty reference, but yeah. Yo, y'all be safe, bro. Loki going to sleep.